Welcome back to the channel. I downloaded Back 4 Blood. I have Game Pass and an Xbox Series S. I'm a subscriber to Game Pass till around the middle of next year. I extended that $1 deal a few times, and I wanted to get all I could out of it. So this is the first really big release in a while into the service. There have been a few smaller titles, and they're fine, but this is the sort of big new release for Game Pass, and I'm looking for, and I have to be upfront, I'm a single player story-driven gamer, so I feel like Game Pass is sort of trying to give me single player games, but the real push is for these sort of gathering with your friends and doing things together. But if you want to, you can do that by yourself, but the game is designed around, most of the games that are coming into Game Pass seem to be designed around doing things cooperatively with a bunch of people, and that's fine. But for me, I'm looking for ways to play those types of games by myself, and hopefully they develop games with really good gameplay hooks that you can play by yourself or with others. And I feel like this isn't one of those games. I was hoping that it would be. So I started it off, and it feels like, believe it or not, Left 4 Dead. Now, I did play Left 4 Dead. I played it by myself, and I enjoyed it. I started the single-player campaign here, and I found it to be a little bit confusing at first. There are these cards, this card system that you have to figure out, and essentially they give you sort of, for lack of a better term, power-ups. So you can pick a bunch of cards for each sort of, they're called runs, and you have to clear out a particular area, get to the safe house, and that's how you move on to the next run. And there's also this sort of base, I don't want to say base building, but there's this hub world where you're walking around in first person, and the things that you can do, missions that you can take, and things like that. But ultimately, when I was playing it, I found it to be rather generic. Now, it could be because I've been playing games a really long time, and everything sort of feels, I don't want to say stale, but I've played a lot of different genres before, so there isn't much new. But specifically, what I'm looking for are games that are tailor-made not just for people who want to engage with people online and run around and do things. In my estimation, this is my opinion, but they're kind of mindless. There's not much going on. You don't care about the character, you don't care about the world, you really don't care about the story. Just about running around together, screaming and shooting stuff, and it really doesn't even matter if the enemy types are the same. So I'm fighting a bunch of zombies, and of course this one big enemy comes, and then another big enemy, and then a third big enemy, and then you move on, and they seem to recycle quite a bit. Now, I didn't play hours of this game, and I was up front from the beginning. I didn't play with a bunch of people, so I'm sure if you're running around and you're screaming and you're having a good time, that's great. But that's really designed to keep you engaged and to keep you subscribed to something, and I'd rather be engaged as a single player gamer. And I don't think it's too much to ask that if you're going to create games specifically tailored to keep people engaged in a service, you also want to keep those people who are into single player, into story, and into narrative engaged as well. And I don't feel like they've hit that sweet spot yet, and it doesn't seem like they're really pushing for that. So that's what I got out of this gameplay that I had for Back 4 Blood. Don't really think it's something that I'd be into, but I'm curious to know if you tried it, if you played it, and if you find it to be fun with a bunch of people and not just generic, sort of like the multitude of other games. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Think about sharing this video out on your favorite social media platform of choice. Subscribe to the channel. At the very least, hit the like button. See you in the next video.